Well, hello once again. This is me, Leonard Wells, broadcasting as usual from Haslingden, 30 miles or 50 kilometres due north of Manchester in the UK, on Tuesday the 8th of November 2011. I call this episode, Well, I'm Blowed, because as you can see, I'm wearing one of those neck cushions which you can put around your neck. You blow them up. It takes a bit of puff to do it, but you blow them up and then you can sleep on the train or on the plane. And I know they work because I took some with me on my recent trip to Romania, when we took an overnight train ride from Bucharest to the far north, my girlfriend and I and her father and his aunt. And both my girlfriend and I use these cushions to great effect, and they do help a lot, because you don't end up with a crick in your neck when you try to sleep on a train, because usually the seats are not sort of ergonomically designed. Even in this country, the seats are not really made for sleeping. Now, you may wonder why I'm bringing this subject up at all, because you've probably all seen these before. Well, I bought this and 4 more like it from my local pound shop here in Haslingden. £1 each. £1 each, which I thought was very good value. And the reason I'm bringing the subject up, apart from wishing to advocate their use, is the fact that on Wednesday I went down to Arundel in Sussex to stay with some friends. And when I got to Manchester from here on the bus and walked to Piccadilly Station, I made a point of looking in W.H.SMITH's, a company who I always find very expensive. And do you know how much their neck cushions are? £9.85. Almost 10 times as much for the same thing. I mean, it's what I call sinful levels of profit. And I find it staggering, actually, completely staggering, that something so simple, which was probably made for 50 pence somewhere, and at the size of the order W.H.SMITH could put in, they probably made for 20 pence for W.H.SMITH, and they sell them at £9.85. Well, it seems to me that because they think they've got a captive audience on the trains, people dashing through at the last minute, they can charge what they like. Well, this is the same principle that the train companies use to catch out the businessman, or the man who has to dash to the station because for some business appointment, and he's prepared to pay anything to get to London. Well, if you walk up to Piccadilly Station at peak hours and you haven't got a rail card because you're not old enough, you can pay over £200 to get to London, and that's not even first class. So I'm against this kind of rip-off, and I had a similar occurrence when I got to Arundel itself, because my friends arranged for us to go to the cinema in Chichester, and we watched The Ides of March with George Clooney. But what was staggering was that as we were going in, and the entrance was chock-a-block, if you pardon the pun, chock-a-block, with sweets, chocolates and Coca-Cola and popcorn and stuff. Two tubs of Coca-Cola and 1 tub of popcorn was £9.58. I repeat, £9.58. The ingredients for that probably cost, the cinema chain 20 pence. Just like W.H.SMITH's neck cushion. Well, I'll be blowed. That's the name of my little talk. I hope you don't mind the pun, and the pun about chock-a-block. It wasn't intentional, and I don't speak from a script. I don't have one of those indicator boards, whatever they call them, like the newsreaders do. So I'm going to say goodbye. God bless while it's still legal in the UK to say God bless. Take care and bye for now.